College football was crazy as hell this past weekend, bro. It was
Unbelievable.
crazy as hell. Six undefeated teams lost on Saturday.
Right.
Six of them. Number three, Bama lost to Tennessee. Number seven, USC lost to number 20, Utah. Number eight, Oklahoma State lost to number 13, TCU, and double overtime. Number
Overtime.
10,
Awesome
number 10,
game, by the way. Awesome game.
no doubt. Number 10, Penn State got annihilated by the boys in,
Walk, walk the dog.
walk the dog, which is going to bring us into our which is gonna bring us to our next topic. But yeah, walk the dog on them boys. And number 25, James Madison lost to Georgia Southern. I don't know how, but I guess them things happen.
Right.
And unranked Coastal Carolina was undefeated too, but they just lost to Old Dominion.
Hmm.
Apparently, that's why they weren't ranked. They were seeing something that nobody else was seeing.
Right. Man,
They
I
always
think
take
this is the year. I think this is the year of the underdogs, man. I've been talking about that stuff all year. The underdogs, man. They're ready. They're ready for these big fights. They're ready for these big games. Like they're not scared of these guys anymore, man. Anybody can beat anybody right now, and that's what I love about college football.
I felt like the year of the underdogs was last year, personally, just with Georgia winning it all, and they were underdogs versus Bama, and then Michigan beating Ohio State, and I just felt like last year was the year that like teams were sick and tired of being sick and tired. But hopefully it carries on again this year because you already know Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan's going to be the underdog again going into Columbus. So
Right.
if a lot of these underdog teams can you know get the victory here and there, I would be okay with that depending on the game. But you might be right, man. It could be another year fulfilled of that shit.
Dude, but Alabama was supposed to win that game until everybody got hurt in the game. They had a game like they had it in their hands, bro. Everybody got hurt. Receivers got hurt. Corners got hurt. Like I don't know what happened, man. For real, they just lost momentum on your third
George,
string, fourth string receivers. And what are you gonna do?
yeah, but Bama's third, fourth string receivers are better than most teams fucking first and second. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Georgia just was more hungry, man. It was time. It was
Mm-hmm.
that year that they were
Mm-hmm.
sick and tired, man. They were tired of getting their ass whooped. They're like, look, man, we here. Like we tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, it happens, man. You want to dive into this Tennessee versus Alabama game?
Oh
That
yeah,
game
definitely.
was nuts. So, bro, ended up beating them by three last second field goal, bro. That field goal, that game winning field goal, I did not think he was going. I thought it was blocked, bro.
I thought it was blocked. I definitely thought it
Yeah,
was blocked. Like tipped a little bit or whatever. Cause that jump was a knuckleball.
right. Like he kicked that shit. I'm like, no way, no way. It got over. The people went fucking crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
no way. They just beat Bama. I'm up in
Insane.
Applebee's, bro. I stood up at my table in Applebee's, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I ain't even
For
know. I'm
real.
in all Michigan gear. They're like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, it's just good to see Bama lose. I guess I don't know.
Right, for real. They don't lose much, man. But when they do, for real, everybody parties. So yeah, man. So
That's facts. Bryce Young, dude, 35 52, like I said before, 455 yards, two touchdowns, no picks. But, dude, Hendon Hooker outplayed him 21 of 30, 385 yards, five touchdowns, one pick. And that was his first pick of the season, bro. Of the season.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
of the season.
That man has been on fire and he can run the ball as well, bro. Like, you just don't understand, man, what kind of person this is. Hendon Hooker. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now, at least like 3 or 4 episodes now. Hendon Hooker, man, is a beast, bro, for real. He's going to take it to the next level, man, and he is going to be a monster at the next level as well because he has
Oh,
the arm as well. He dual threat. He has the arm, he has the legs, he has the mental toughness. Man, this man has it all, man. Shout out to Hendon Hooker.
bro, he is a man balling on boys, okay? This dude I found out is 24 years old. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Hendon Hooker's 24. He was like a transfer student. Yeah, he transferred. So it's like he's doing the same thing like Joe Burrow did, like when he was at Ohio State. Then he went to LSU as like a
For
grad
the
student or
final.
something they call.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm.
bro, when you get there, you pretty much you have
Last
all
year
your classes
eligibility.
done. Yeah, so you have all your classes done. So you are literally going there just for football,
Just for
all day,
football,
every day.
right?
You're
Hmm.
studying this shit. You're learning it. You're putting the work in.
Right,
You're practicing. That's why Joe Burrow killed it that year at LSU, man,
right.
because you ain't really
Final
got classes
countdown.
to go to. Yeah, you ain't got this. You ain't got that. Like all you got to worry about is football. But dual threat, he's killing it. He's a man balling on boys. But like you brought up, that Jalen Hyatt, 6 receptions, 5 for touchdowns, bro,
5
207 yards.
touchdowns.
That's most of his shit right there. That's most of
Right.
his passing yards.
I'm telling you, man, he
Like,
was on
man, like,
point. He was on point, dude. Golly. It was
bro.
so crazy to see Alabama's corners just get toasted like this, though. Like
And
ate up all game. Like it was barely any defense, man. They had that one little fumble from Hendon Hooker or whatever from the missed snap. And then they ran that one back for the touchdown or whatever. I thought it might have been over. I was like, man, you can't make a crucial mistake like that, you know. But them boys stayed right in it, man. Stayed poised, you know, man. Just kept on driving, man. And they did their thing, man. And they went off in Tennessee, bro.
it went crazy. Dude, I credit Joel Klatt, the college football analyst. Bro, he's a fucking genius. Like this dude knows so much about college football. I watch this show every week. This dude is a fucking like he's a mastermind when it comes to college football. Like he lives for it. But he said that specifically before that game. He said Alabama has got problems because this is a bad matchup. He said their pass defense is incredibly bad this year. It's incredibly bad. It's a terrible matchup for them with Hendon Hooker. And I'll be damned if he was not spot on the money with that, bro.
Right,
Like, it's not like the normal Bama defense we're accustomed to seeing. You know what I mean? They have
right.
obvious holes. They have obvious, problems. And they got exploited, man. They got exposed.
Man,
And
Bama really been having trouble with a lot of teams this year. Because even with the Texas game, I believe wasn't that Texas that they played?
it was Texas they played in Texas's backyard. Yes, sir.
Right. And Texas almost had them, man. One missed sack. And that man ran for that stuff and got the field goal or whatever. They didn't look dominant then. And everybody's like checking the playbook, like, hey man, these guys are not what they say they are this year.
Bama won
Even
that
with the
game by
even with the
1 point.
even with the Texas A&M game, they didn't
Yep, they
look
won that one by
dominant.
4.
Right. They didn't look dominant, man. So, like I say, man, they got a lot of holes that they got to fill. So, if they really want to just take it up a notch, man, I don't know if they're going to still be in the hunt. But, like I say, right now, you got Michigan, you got Tennessee, you got Clemson, you got Georgia looking strong. Like, man, it's going to be a fight to the finish.
So basically, after that win for Tennessee, they moved them up 3 from 6, and they moved Bama down 3, from 3 to 6. They switched their spots in the rankings. How do you feel
Right.
about that? You think that's fair?
I don't think that's fair. I think Tennessee should be like number 2 right now because they beat one of the toughest
Really?
teams. They beat one of the toughest teams, man. Definitely. Georgia 1, Tennessee 2. Definitely.
But their defense is ass, though.
I just feel like that, man, they just been pulling it off, man, week by week. I just feel like that's a super big win. I don't care what Alabama is ranked. That's a big win. Like for real, that should get some extra little points for that, you know. And like I say, we still in the middle of the season, so it really doesn't even matter like what they're ranked or whatever. As long as they're in the top 4 right now, that's all that really matters. But man, that was a big game, man. That was freaking huge, bro.
It was, but here's the problem: they're gonna have to play Alabama again, possibly, and Georgia. They play Georgia too, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they play Georgia. In 1, 2,
Like
in
a
3
couple
weeks they
weeks.
play Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
and we gonna see what they all do. If they beat Georgia in a few weeks, they need to be the clear-cut number 1 team. Period.
They gotta be. They gotta be.
I'm gonna know something for real, but I don't see that happening. But you never know what can happen, bro. This is a crazy year. They play Georgia in Georgia's backyard, so that's gonna be some shit for real.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we'll
you gotta
see
put
about
your money.
that.
You gotta put your money where your mouth is. Then you know.